I was recording that.
How would you waste that before he was here?
Said John.
I heard what you said. You wasted. He wasn't here. You wasted it.
All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Head cross country coach Chris Gannon. The Blue Jays are back in action in Lincoln this week at the Woody Green Invitational. Coach, give us a preview.
Should be a good meet for for the kids to get out there. Women will be at 5K again. Guys will go ahead and move up to 8K. So good opportunity. It'll be outside of the regional meet, the biggest competitor number meet as far as total number of racers we see all year. Really good competition on both men's and women's side. A number of really good D1 programs in the area will be there. And then again, some of the JUCOs and D2s from the region that are stalwarts, as well as some NAIA programs. So it's just going to be a good opportunity for us to kind of go see where we're at and kind of get those kids a little more experience before we head up to South Dakota State in 2 weeks.
Questions?
How has training gone? 'Cause it's been a little bit hotter lately, and then obviously we've had some rain. Have you guys been able to? Has it altered any of your training regimen at all?
We've had to make a few adjustments here and there with weather, but everybody's making those same adjustments too. We had the high school meets last week out at the course, so unfortunately, we practiced out there on Thursday night. By the time we practiced out there Thursday night last week, it was actually cooled off. We had a great workout on the course on Thursday night. Friday was it was hot, but it was just a recovery day for us. We had a good long run Saturday. Then we had a great workout this past Tuesday morning, and it's just part of it. It's what do they call it? Fake fall or something like that. Yeah, false fall. Yeah, or second, third summer. Yeah, it's part of being around here. It looks like we should have pretty decent weather heading into this weekend, and we'd love when fall actually does hit and things cool off, and we can kind of just get after it. But it's no different than adjustments we have to make in the past, or that we're kind of used to, I suppose.
In regards to this upcoming meet, when you're dealing with an event that's larger than the one you raced at previously, and then one of your critiques coming out of the first one was that you probably need to pack up a little bit better. Does the bigger event make that more challenging to get that lined up because of how you get where we're
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get lost. That's for sure. The one thing we would have going for us, I guess, a little bit is it's easier to get lost, but at the same time, you get compressed pretty well. If you have 30-some teams on the start line, it compacts pretty good. So sometimes it actually forces a pack because everybody else is pressing down on you. That's going to depend on your box position, whether or not, if you're getting pressed or if you're the one you're pushing down. We'll see what that looks like. We talked about that with our athletes a little bit this week already, and just what that looks like. On the men's side, the biggest difference is going to be moving to 8K. That's going to go out just a little bit slower. Women are still at 5K, so they're going to have to get after it and get themselves in a good position to start with. The biggest thing is when you have a field that big, you can't get lost in it. Just getting yourself in a good position. Otherwise, you're just fighting traffic the whole way. And if you're fighting traffic, you're just burning a lot of extra energy and don't have clear running lanes. So trying to get out early, be in a good position so we set ourselves up for success. And it's one of the things we talk about a lot.
Well, especially on the guys' side, where the later you get into it, the likelier there's more separation. What goes into the minutia of packing up, as you put it, while you're also trying to run your fastest time? Like, there's an individual component to it as well as a team component, right?
Yeah, one of the things we always talk about is it doesn't matter what you're doing in life. Life's easier when you're doing it with somebody. So we talk about that. So if you're running with your teammate, it's easier to run harder with a teammate than it is to run, or faster with a teammate than it is to run slower by yourself. And so there's this story of the Belgian horses. A Belgian horse can pull 8,000 pounds. You put two Belgian horses together, they theoretically can pull 16,000 pounds, but they can actually pull something like 2,400 or 25,000, right? It's just you're working for somebody, something bigger than yourself. And so having that mindset of being with and for and with, we talk about that a lot. It's a very, if you walk across campus here and across campus, how many places you see men and women for and with others, and that's a lot of meetings here at Creighton, a lot of meetings within campus, and those Jesuit values and traditions. But we talk about that even within our team. When we're running for and with somebody, it takes us out of it individually, and it's when you're running for and with somebody, and you're not worried about yourself and your own discomfort, and you're pushing for your teammates and with your teammates. that I think is where we have the potential to be great this year. If we can fully embrace that mindset that we're running for and with one another, good things can happen.
Do you find they respond well to that philosophy? I mean, I don't know what their high school competition was like, but I imagine you're trying to run your fastest time so you can get recruited and all those kinds of things to find the best spot. Have you noticed, like, especially with the younger elements of your teams, do you notice that they're responding to that?
Yeah, we had a great workout on Thursday that I kind of gave. I don't want to say I gave them an impossible workout last Thursday night out at the course, but it was done so with a meaning. It was done so with the idea to put them in a place mentally, physically, emotionally with where they might be on October 31st. And the whole concept of that workout was those guys working and ladies working together when it started to hurt and coming down that last stretch. And if we can replicate that once early in the season, mentally, physically, emotionally, that's going to be a lot easier on October 31st. And that was something they did a phenomenal job executing last week. It's going to continue to take practice because your brain's telling you to back off and when it starts to hurt, and your brain's telling you, oh man, like just chill a little bit. And so you're having to mentally, overcome those natural inhibitions to just slow down a little bit and make things easier upon yourself, when the reality is if we're putting ourselves out there, it takes a little more. It takes that commitment to my buddy next to me to be the best that I can be.
Any last question?
Yeah, I apologize. You ran 5K in the first event, right?
Yes, correct.
So with the women running a 5K again, is there anything tangibly you're looking for that you, like, in terms of objectives that you want to see, because they're going to be running another event they ran before, like in terms of event-to-event results?
Yeah, not really, to be honest. It's such a different course.
Okay.
It's a different size of field. Our course, like a couple weeks ago compared to an F1 track, it's flat, it's fast, it's wide sweeping turns. It's not like going to be like that over in Lincoln. It's a huge field. It's hilly. There's tight places. 300 or 400 runners in that field. The biggest thing we're looking for is them having the experience of racing in a field like that and being in a competition that's deep, and how they handle that, so that 8 weeks from now when we're at a regional meet, that's not entirely new to them. So just continuing to gain that racing experience that we can draw on later in the season when it matters most.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.